Travis Wingoodsell. It's 2:30. Spent the last 30 minutes searching for anything. Had a knocking wake-up dream again. I can't find anything, any reason. Judge Oberg hasn't done anything. What's interesting is that she allowed me an extension when she first started denying my motions until June 19th. That was last Friday. So my question now is, will she be doing something by this Friday, waiting for the deadline, and then we'll decide? This Saturday is Joseph Smith's Remembrance Day, when he was assassinated by Willard Richards, shot in the back as he was over the body of his brother Hiram, who had been shot wrestling for my third great grandfather's pistol with John Taylor. Joseph Smith shooting John Taylor, hitting him in his watch, and then John Taylor cowering under the bed. The real church history has been denied us Mormons. But because of my third great grandfather's pistol, I got a little extra insight on what happened as I studied LDS church history. The sign of Lucifer, the inverted pentagram of Isaiah 14:12, copied in the Book of Mormon and 2 Nephi 24:12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? The inverted pentagram is not a symbol of Jesus Christ, Mormons. It has to do with fallen stars. It has to do with people who are in positions of high authority and then do the wrong thing, become corrupt. The church is not doing anything. There is no preparations, there is no setups for any kind of remembrance, nothing for Joseph Smith's Remembrance Day. But I'm willing to bet they'll have something for the 24th of July. Governor Herbert is refusing medical doctors' advice to go back into lockdown, shutting all the businesses down, sending everybody home to try to get control of the virus that is now out of control. In the beginning, when we first shut down, it wasn't out of control in Utah. It just barely existed. But it was enough for Herbert to say, okay, I'll do what the health advisors say and we'll stay home, stay safe. And so they had to start paying unemployment to those under the virus. But then Herbert was talking specifically about not wanting to pay people anymore. He'd been caught in a number of scandals trying to murder Mormons here in Utah with the hydroxychloroquine, and now he's made national news for ignoring health officials. Surely the Lord God will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants the prophets. Nelson, a medical doctor, likewise delayed shutting things down, failing to be the man like Moses, who under his coronavirus was given advance notification that it was coming and had his people, the Israelites, stay home and stay safe. Everybody, essential workers and all, stay home. Wait until it's over before we come out. The house of Israel listened. Mormons had nothing to listen to. And now Mormons are complaining that their agency is being taken away by a virus and demanding agency. Are you kidding me? It's a virus. You have Elder Bednar saying that our First Amendment right for freedom of religion and the right to assemble as religion has been taken away by this virus. The depths of evil know no depths. But this is Lucifer. They murder. Master mayhem, murder to get gain. This is a punishment for us because we are not fully subservient, as they call it, obedient. Oakes has always been saying that the first law in heaven is obedience. No, it's sex. First law ever given after mankind was created was sex. It wasn't obedience. Brigham Young's temple covenants, yeah, it's obedience. But the great and abominable church, the secret combination, Gadianton robbers, as we are told in Helaman chapter 6, have secret signs, have secret words, have secret covenants, that they may distinguish their brotherhood from another, and that they can cover up for each other to commit crimes of murder, theft, whatever. And that they don't get judged as the regular people do. That they get away with their crimes. And only those, like myself, who have whistleblown, revealed their secret signs, words, and covenants, are to be hunted down and executed. And so, yeah, during this lawsuit, as I have put in the federal courts the secret covenants of loyalty to the church over America, as I have put in the courts the secret sign of the inverted pentagram on the keystone of the temple of Salt Lake, on the foundation of the keystone of the Seagull Gate, indicating that the church, which is the Church of Lucifer, controls the government here in Utah. That they may murder to get gain. And that their words are words of hate speech. They say love, they mean hate. Family proclamation, for example. Oh, it's about families, yay. Oh, well, your slave owner won't pay you enough to support your family. You're in violation of the family proclamation now. Oh, you're a deadbeat dad as a result. You're supposed to quit your job and find a better job so that your family can be better taken care of. You're a sinner. That was what was done to me. I had a full-time job, just barely graduated from the university with a dual bachelor's and a minor. Just moved here to Utah. Like I said, had a full-time job. It was with the church. Had DMBA insurance, which, being the church's insurance, is the best in the state. And yet I was told that wasn't good enough. That our temporary intended housing in my parents' basement wasn't good enough. That I needed to get my own place. I needed to have a suburban home that was at that time $300,000. They're now $500,000 in Utah. With a white picket fence, 2 cars, so that the wife could also go to shopping with credit cards, be able to buy seasonal wardrobes. Oh, right. And so that the kids could be taken care of. But nope, I went and deciphered Paleo-Hebrew. And they all turned on me. The prophets are not prophets, seers, revelators, and definitely not translators. I'm a translator, and they turned on me because I'm a translator. I was disappeared for 6 years because I'm a translator. My own church turned on me, betrayed me, stabbed me in the back. And so now I'm waiting. We're both waiting for Judge Oberg. I'm waiting for her to follow the law. The church lost according to the law. 3 strikes, they're out. I win. It's not a hard decision to make. The judgment is easy. She has no choice but to give the order. But she's waiting. Governor Herbert purposely opened things back up so that the prophets can flee at a moment's notice to a non-extradition country. Remember when we had the stock market crash of 1800? I'm willing to bet the church was a part of that, because the next day was the first day that we were expecting a judgment ruling. Now that the judge delays, Bednar comes out and says, "Go kill yourselves. We're being violated of our agency with this coronavirus." It was Nelson who had the fast to cure coronavirus. And that's how Mormons behave. Is that when the president of the church gives anything like a prophecy, everybody makes sure it is fulfilled to the committing of crimes and murders, to show to the world that he's the true prophet. And so the church is opened up too early, just like Governor Herbert opened up too early, sent us back to work too soon. And now the outbreak has begun. And the health officials are telling Herbert, you've got to shut it down again. You've got to get everybody staying home. You've got to make masks mandatory again. We are in a crisis now. This isn't a preventative thing anymore. And Herbert's refusing. Originally it was, if we sustain 2 weeks of increase over 200, that we're supposed to revert back to shutting things down. But Herbert already came out with Spencer Cox. No, we're not going to shut it down. We're not going back. We're pressing forward. They're murdering us. And that's what the Church of Lucifer does. They're confirming what I'm suing them for. And now they're just doing it blatantly and openly. Before, it was on a smaller scale, like take 1,100 beds of the homeless and converting them into 700 beds with 3 different shelters. That way people get fooled. Oh, 3 is better than 1. Yeah, well, it's 700 instead of 1,100. 400 beds short. And the 1,100 beds wasn't enough, as people still packed the streets because they couldn't get entrance. Couldn't get a bed anymore. So we needed to double. And instead they cut out 400. That's the kind of secretive destruction that has always occurred here in Utah. The airport director was terminated when Gary Herbert wanted the airport back open. Oh, he just happened to have child porn, huh? Well, where's his lawyer? Where's his presentation to the judge for a bail hearing? Hello? Due process rights? Justice in the courts? Nope. Haven't even heard from him. He's gone. He disappeared just like I did in 2008 because I was a translator. See, now airports across the land are saying we need to shut down. The prophecies were in the scriptures for us, guys. Moses had a coronavirus. He shut everything down, had everybody stay home for their protection, for their safety, as a leader must, if he is to be a good leader. Pharaoh did not. He was a bad leader, and his people died. And the succession to his throne was cut off. That's what it means by his son being murdered. The heir to the throne was dead. There is no succession for Pharaoh. Pharaoh did not warn his people. Moses warned his people. Moses' people were saved. Pharaoh's people died. Not complicated, Mormons. Nelson is not helping us. He's not protecting us. He's not warning us. And he's a medical doctor. Like I told you, medical doctors are warning Herbert, and Herbert is ignoring them. Nelson is a medical doctor. He knows about viruses. Just as the medical doctors are warning Herbert. And yet, He's opened up the church again, sending missionaries back out, allowing churches to open up if they feel that it's necessary. Don't want to take away their agency to kill each other with the virus. Fortunately, my stake center is still closed. The sign's still up. Thank you, Lee Hall. And we made national news on last night because of Herbert ignoring, as we're not only over 200, we're up around the 500s. And again, I've noticed Herbert is trying to slow down the number of testing. Oh, right around the time when Trump said, hey, if we stop testing, we won't have as many people sick because they aren't being tested. But Trump was just joking, as he always says he is, as people take him seriously. He's just a joke. Alright. What the hell am I being woken up for? I can't go back to sleep, I'll miss my run. And as you can see, I'm having a hair day.